In today's Stream It, Steve Carell is putting his Minions knowledge to the test.
How many fingers does a minion have? A1, B2, C3 or D4?
2.
How many fingers does a minion have?
Do they have 3?
How many? They might have 3.
But see,
you said 3,
how many
right?
eyes do a minion? I mean, sometimes they have 1. Sometimes they have 2.
Maybe you're right. You know what? Maybe there are minions that have...
Do they have 3 fingers?
I believe so.
And we're hearing about the Into Film Awards. Yes, very fancy. It is a special awards ceremony for young people.
This is Fun Kids Stream It.
Hey, I'm Robin.
I'm Connor.
And this is Fun Kids Stream It, the ultimate film and TV podcast.
As well as interviews with the biggest stars, we're here to give you our recommendations on what we think you should be watching. We're going to save you all that time scrolling through Netflix. We got you covered.
Oh, yes, and we have an absolute icon on the show today. Icon, let me tell you. We have Steve Carell is going to be chatting to us about the brand new Minions movie, Minions, The Rise of Gru.
Robin, do you think that we've peaked, really? Because, I mean, we're not even 10 episodes in, and we've got Steve Carell on the show. I mean, how do you do better than that?
It's a pretty big deal. It's a pretty big deal.
Like the actual Steve Carell, loads of exclamation marks after that, please, because it's Steve Carell. All right, but before we hear from the main man himself, each week we take it in turns to ask each other a question about the world of film and television. And today it's my turn to ask you a question, Robin.
Bring it on, Connor. I'm feeling confident this week, I'm feeling it.
Okay, we'll see. Here we go. So in 2001, so we're going a bit back in time, which film won the first Academy Award for Best Animated Feature? It's a classic movie, by the way, so have a good think.
Oh my goodness. Do you know what? I actually think I know this.
Are you joking? You actually think you know this one?
I actually think I might know this one.
Hold on, is this going to be the first week where one of us actually gets it right?
No, honestly, I think it might be. I'm not going to give it away, but I will tell you at the end. I think I might have it.
All right, well, I'm going to let you think it over. Whilst you do that, I reckon it's time to strap ourselves in, get some popcorn, and take a little listen to Steve Carell.
Oh, yeah, we can't leave him waiting too long now, can we? Now, Steve recently spoke to George, who presents for us on Fun Kids at the weekends, about a brand new movie, which is, of course, The Minions, The Rise of Gru. It's out in cinemas right now, and everyone is talking about it.
Yeah, I'm just going to take a moment as well to explain to you how much I love Minions. I have a tiny little Minion statue. I have Minions shampoo. I've got Minions tissue, and I'm kind of trying to save up some money to maybe buy a life-size figure of a Minion, but they're quite expensive.
I'm actually speechless. I've never been speechless.
Yeah, I am actually a massive Minions fan, so I'm really excited about this. So in this latest film in the Despicable Me franchise, do you remember young Gru? Well, he tries to join a group of supervillains called the Vicious Six. But things obviously don't quite go to plan. Over to you, George.
Good night. Good night.
Yes. Good night.
Good night.
No! Minions! There are a lot of other villains in the world, but I am going to be a super villain.
This world is mine for the taking. Make me king as we move toward a new world order.
This puny little child thinks he can be a villain.
I am pretty despicable.
You better look.
I'm not Minnie.
Well, hi, Steve.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much. It's lovely to meet you. We're here to talk about the return of Minions, The Rise of Gru. Very exciting. The latest in the Despicable Me series. It's been a few years since your last outing as Gru. When you're not making these films, do you miss being Gru?
I have to be Gru every day. To keep myself in Gru, and it's been years, but I have to do Gru every day for probably 8 hours.
Like very method?
Very method.
Like, do your family get a little bit tired of them?
Very tired.
They do?
Yeah.
Okay,
They left a long time ago.
Yeah. No, I mean, I could see that kind of being annoying, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Gru.
Maybe like after 9 in the morning, 9 a.m. after like just waking up.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
before everybody gets up is when I should try to do
Yeah.
it.
Rein it in.
Just like, yes.
Okay. Well, it's popular. I mean, I was going to ask, I'm imagining it's a fairly regular occurrence that you kind of get parents and kids see you in the street and the parents go, "It's Gru, do the voice." Does that happen a lot? And is there a place that you just strike? You remember being a really bizarre place where someone's asked you to do the Gru voice, and you're like, "Here."
People don't generally ask me to do the Gru voice.
No?
The only time people ask are when friends ask me to like do a voice message for their kids.
Okay.
Because it's usually better if the voice isn't associated with anything other than, the animated version of Gru. And so I'll sometimes do like a birthday shout out or something to, a friend's kid.
Okay, so you've never been somewhere really weird and been like, not here.
No.
If you'd be happy to do so, I've got a little game to finish with. It's something very clever, so just maybe hold on to your seats because this is...
Okay.
It's going to blow your minds. It's a game called Gru Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Okay.
I've got 5 questions on the kind of Despicable Me world.
Okay.
I'm wondering maybe we put a little charitable spin on it. They're very easy questions. If you get through all 5... I'll donate £25 to charity, £5 a question. If you don't get through it, maybe you could.
Okay.
Yeah?
Sure.
See it on brand? Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Here goes. Question number 1 worth £5. In the Despicable Me film series, who plays the lead role of Gru? Is it A, Leonardo DiCaprio, B, Brad Pitt, C, Jamie Foxx, or D, Steve Carell?
Steve Carell.
It is correct. That's £5. This is your £10 question. Who is the oldest orphan sister in the Despicable Me series? Is it A, Agnes, B, Edith, C, Margot, or C, Lola? Or D, Lola?
Lola.
It could be. So we'll move on to question number 3, which is
It's not Lola.
It might not be. No. No. It's
Margot.
Oh yes, that was it. Yeah, you've been at these.
I was joking. Lola doesn't exist in the Despicable Me franchise.
Exist, no. Question number 3 is: where did Gru steal the Eiffel Tower from? A, Las Vegas, B, Rome, C, Blackpool, or D, Paris?
It's kind of a trick. These are tricks.
They're tricks.
Yeah.
I think you know.
I'll say Paris. It's for a good cause.
It's for a good cause. Well, as it's a good cause, I'll say, let's keep going. And if you get the next 2 right, I will also match it, and everyone wins. So,
it was Las Vegas? Was it the Las Vegas?
It was Las Vegas.
Okay. Then I was.
I actually got you there.
Yeah, you did get me
sorry.
there. Because
that wasn't very fun.
I didn't.
You'll get this one though. This is for the £20 question.
Don't count on it.
No, maybe not. How many fingers does a minion have? A1, B2, C3, or D4?
2.
How many fingers does a minion have?
Do they have 3?
How many? They might have 3.
But see,
you said 3,
how many
right?
eyes do a minion? I mean, sometimes they have 1. Sometimes they have 2.
Maybe you're right. You know what? Maybe there are minions that have.
Do they have 3 fingers?
I believe so.
3? Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you'd know more than me. So
I guess I would.
I'm going to go with your answer rather than mine.
You know what? Ask me again.
How many fingers does a minion have?
3.
Yes. Which leads on to this question. I don't know what's really at stake here. I'm going to say, if you get it right, we both give £25 to charity.
Sure.
Let's go for it. Okay.
If I get it wrong, we're both going to give £25
done.
to charity.
How tall is a minion on average, Steve? A, 30 centimetres, B, 110 centimetres, C, 280 centimetres, or D, 750?
See, it's tough.
That's a tough one. That's a
because
hard
we go by inches.
Okay.
So a centimetre has no. I have no idea. I would say, was it 30? Was that one of your questions?
Well, so I think 3 inches is about 100 centimetres.
Right.
If that helps.
Was it 30 centimetres? Was your
30
first?
30 centimetres was A, 110 was B.
I would say 30 centimetres. They're about that big.
It's not right, but you know what? You got it. I think
what is
it's 110 centimetres.
Really?
Yeah, but it's a metric system. We're very strange here in the UK.
They're.
I know.
Maybe more like 30 inches.
Do you know who's won here?
Yeah.
Charity.
We are all winners.
Yeah, we're brilliant. You're brilliant. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And yeah, everyone listening to Fun Kids, go check out the brand new Minions, The Rise of Gru. You're going to love it.
Time's up, over, loud. Lose yourself in the music, the moment.
Minions, assemble!
Never let go. So here I go, it's my shot. Feet failing not. Opportunity comes for a lifetime.
I'm not.
You only get one shot.
Take a bow. Thank you so much, George and Steve.
I can't believe he's been on. I'm so excited. I can't wrap my head around it. Steve Carell was just spoke to George on our podcast. This is so good.
It is so cool. And of course, as a massive Minions fan, I'm pretty sure you're very happy right now, Connor.
I really am.
Well, of course, that was the Minions, The Rise of Gru, out in cinemas now.
Okay, now it's time for the look forward.
Oh, I do love this part of the pod. It is, of course, where we bring you our top 5 recommendations on what you should be watching this week.
The look forward. 5.
The Sea Beast, the life of a legendary sea monster hunter, is turned upside down when a young girl stows away on his ship. This awesome animated movie is on Netflix from the 8th of July.
4.
Born to Spy. In this hilarious Australian TV series, Yuna and Min Park discover that their once unremarkable parents are actually international spies. How cool is that? Now, Series 1 is available to watch on iPlayer right now.
3.
The Loud House. Lincoln Loud is an 11-year-old who lives with 10 sisters. 10 old sisters. He, along with his best friend Clyde, comes up with ways to survive in a large family and finds creative solutions to everyday problems. There's loads to watch, a real good chance to see loads of it. There's 5 seasons available to watch on Paramount Plus, and that's available now.
2.
Just add magic. Don't know why I had to whisper that one. Kelly Quinn and her 2 best friends, Darby and Hannah, find Kelly's grandmother's cookbook in the attic and discover some strange recipes. Now, they soon begin to realise that they have a recipe book full of magic recipes, and that's on Amazon Prime.
1.
DC's Superhero Girls. This awesome series follows the adventures of teenage versions of Wonder Woman. You got Batgirl, Bumblebee, Supergirl, Green Lantern and Zatanna, who are students at Metropolis High School. Catch it weekends at 7 a.m. on Cartoon Network.
Now, Robot, who co-hosts The Breakfast Show, has been pretty busy lately. And get this, he went to a fancy red carpet event.
Oh, Robot is always up to so many things, but I never imagined Robot on a red carpet, Rob.
I know, but I can't explain. It's all because it was the Into Film Awards. And there, they celebrate some very talented young filmmakers. And there he was, chatting to some awesome actors, including James Bond's Lashana Lynch.
Into Film is an amazing charity that gives every child and young person aged 5 to 19 in the UK the chance to experience film creatively, which I know you, Robin, probably think is really important too, right?
Oh my goodness, so important. I love it, especially being a film geek. I think it's definitely up my street.
It does this by supporting teachers and educators to achieve a wide range of effective learning outcomes in their use of film. The programme includes the Into Film Plus film streaming platform, a network of extracurricular Into Film clubs, resources too for use in clubs or in the classroom, face-to-face and online training opportunities, an annual cinema-based film festival, and of course, the prestigious Into Film Awards. This sounds great, doesn't it?
So great and very cool. I'm a little jealous that we weren't there, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. I'm jealous too.
You can actually find out more by heading over to intofilm.org. But right now, let's hand over to Robot.
Hello, streamers. Thank you, Connor and Robin. I am here at the Into Film Awards red carpet in Leicester Square. I am going to speak to some of the awesome award winners and presenters. Let's see who I can find. Here are the Rainbow Collective from Beckham and Lashana Lynch, who you may know from James Bond. They won the Audience Choice Award for their film Samosa in Space. Hello, where did you get the idea for Samosa in Space?
I think it started off because we saw on the news that someone sent a samosa into space, and we were just so inspired by it that we decided to kind of boost it in a way. I know it was already really popular, but I thought that even if we just hop on a little bit, even if we didn't get that much exposure, it was still so much fun to do. There was also the person that made the song as well. We're good friends with him, so he also heavily inspired us.
What skills did you learn making a film together?
Definitely, we've learned how important that working together is. Like, it sounds a bit, stereotypical and cringy, but genuinely, working together does help produce some amazing results because you get to see everything in different viewpoints and perspectives.
Shanna, how inspired have you been by the talented young people here today?
Completely. I was watching all of the clips going, oh my gosh, that's a really good shot, or wow, that animation's really clipped, or the music's incredible. How did they write that? How long did it take? I was so inspired by the level of detail that was in every single one of these films. And Samosa in the Sky just popped out as radical, but of the time, but really futuristic, really colourful, bold, and something that you remember. And it's literally all the hallmarks of a film that you're going to remember forever.
Were you a part of anything like into film when you were younger, or do you wish that you could have been?
I wish that could have been. Yeah, honestly, everyone here who's been contributing to these films, they're so lucky. I'm my little child is just going, I wish I had this. And if I did, then maybe I would have been a different creative. Maybe I would have turned out to be a filmmaker like you two. Or maybe, I would have gone into space because I would have seen a film like this and been inspired to do something else. But yeah, I'm honestly, this is a really, really good time for young people to create and to also get the support and the space to really use their mind and speak their voice onto screen, which is incredibly important.
Thank you for talking with me. I am off to speak to Zoe, who is from Scotland. She won the award for animation age 12 and over for her film Mia. She is with the actor Tom Ellis, who your mom will know and love very much. Congratulations, Zoe. When you were making your film, did you think that you would end up on the red carpet?
No, it was just it was definitely a hobby at first, and then I had a friend who kind of knew about this and suggested to maybe enter it there, and I did, and now here
you are. Do you have any advice for young people wanting to make their own films?
If you're thinking about doing it, just go for it, get a phone, and just try it, because you never know what will happen.
Tom, would you say that there are less barriers in the way now?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And like you say, everything's at our fingertips these days. So the medium of film is easier than it used to be in terms of you've got the materials there, but the imagination, and I can't imagine how many hours you spent doing that, because I've done some animation stuff and it's painstaking. So it's just it's an absolute kind of privilege to meet someone who's that kind of so committed to what you're doing already, and you have to keep doing it. There's no ifs or buts. You have to keep doing it.
Thank you, Zoe and Tom, for talking to me. I have had a great time at the Into Film Awards. Maybe I will make my own film one day. But anyway, back to you in the studio, Connor and Robin.
Amazing. Some really inspirational people there. I always feel really inspired by people, don't you?
I do as well, especially on this podcast, because we get to speak to some really, really cool people.
We do, and talking of cool people, who knows, maybe we'll be interviewing some of them on Stream It in a few years' time.
Yeah, you never know.
Right, that just about wraps up the episode, but before we go, Robin, it's question time. You said you were feeling quite confident, do you remember?
I am feeling so confident, and I feel like I've really built it up though, so I really do hope I get it right.
Yeah, I mean, the question was quite hard. Let me remind you, the question was, in 2001, which film won the first Academy Award for Best Animated Feature?
Was it The Little Mermaid?
No!
Was it not?
No, it wasn't The Little Mermaid. It wasn't The Little Mermaid. And do you know what? I'm loving the fact you got this wrong because you were so confident. I'm going to give you one other shot, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little hint. It is a huge animation. And when I say huge, maybe the biggest. And there's more than one film. There's 4 or 5. The Guy Smells.
The Guy Smells. Oh, is it Shrek?
It's Shrek. There we go, yeah.
Oh.
I love the fact that the minute I said The Guy Smells, you're like, yeah, Shrek.
He's an ogre, Connor. He's an ogre. But I really thought it was The Little Mermaid. There's a different film fact that I want to find for next week's episode about The Little Mermaid. I think it might have been the first Disney animation or something like that. I need to bring it. I'll bring the fact next week.
Okay, you let me know.
Well, that's it, Connor. It's gone so fast today, but this has, of course, been Stream It. We've been Connor and Robin, and we are the Fun Kids Presenters, a children's radio station from the UK. So if you loved Stream It, why not give us those 5 stars wherever you're listening right now? It really does help us. We really appreciate it. And maybe, if you fancy it, leave us a little review, because we actually like to read some of our favourites, don't we, Connor?
We really do. And if you really love Stream It, that's a lot of reallys, why not go and tell all your friends to listen so they can enjoy it too? We have loads of fun here. Until then, we'll be back with a brand new Stream It. Before I go, I'm going to say we have set the bar so high that I think we need to go and find some really famous people, don't we, Robin? Because Steve Carell is up there.
Yeah, but I just don't know where they hang out, Connor.
I know, I might have to make some calls. Anyway, that's been Stream It. See you next week.
Bye.